Space. Space Face. Welcome to the Space Face Spooktacular. This is Jay the Usual from Jay the Usual Multimedia, here to present to you in 4K resolution a experience unlike any other. These are recordings that I personally have made throughout the months of August and September. This particular episode centers just on 2.5 nights in August. And these were recorded in the Fall River, Massachusetts region in an inner city area not known to be a dark sky region. What also wasn't widely known, until now anyway, is there are so many UFO and UAP.
There we go, first UFO of the night. Sounds like a plane, but I don't see any blinkers. That's how big it is relative to everything, and it looks huge. There's Buster wandering around, enjoying the fire and the flames. He's even looking at it. Alright, that is definitely weird. He's never done that. What you looking at, buddy? Did you see the UFO?
Now we enter what I humbly call the shooting gallery. Above Massachusetts, on any given night, you can see objects like this. Left to right, up and down. Sometimes multiple objects. As you can see, the stars behind have yet to move. Now they've changed. All those objects were recorded within the same time frame. So whenever you see the stars moving in some of our video clips here, you'll understand how much time has passed. Now this object is passing very slowly, but the stars behind it are not moving at all. So this is more of a true speed of what the object looked like in person. And we try to stay as true to the color, the visualization of what it's like in person to see these things, so you are experiencing what we experienced. Now the camera does pick up things that we don't pick up. We can't stare at the sky forever and expect people to just believe anything that we tell them. So we record everything. Now we do want everybody to view all of these objects, and you may even find some that we haven't. Some of these are shooting stars, some of these are space junk, some of these are satellites, and some of these are secret human projects. And some of these are UFO, UAP, and those last red objects that you just saw are actually embers from a fire. I've also recorded bugs, birds, and other things like jets and planes to compare, so that way everybody knows what each object looks like from our camera and perspective. That's a shooting star. That is a bug reflecting a fire. That is a very fast satellite. That is something else. There's another object. Now those all could be the same type of satellite, including that. But they may be at different heights, different times, and in different orbits. This object looks like it's reflecting light as it's tumbling or spinning. These objects, a bright blue orb and a smaller red object, look like they're crossing paths, but one may be hundreds of miles away from the other. bottom of the screen, heading upwards, near the tree. 2 different colored orbs. Now, satellites should appear white, for the most part. New launches are different. There's a 3rd object now, at the bottom. And here comes a real doozy. This was a horseshoe shape until we zoomed in. And it took some digital zooming to see that blinker. But see that satellite near it? It's not really necessarily near it, but that speed, that red light source with the 3 light sources on it, are not normal. And that speed, it may be a special military aircraft. Could be something else. I record these objects all the time, and as you can see, some are much faster than others. It takes great work, many hours. This small time frame you're seeing here, where the stars are moving quickly, and then all of a sudden we pause. In that pause moment is almost like real time, but otherwise we speed things up for hours and hours. But keep in mind, this is only 1 to 2, maybe even 3 nights altogether over the course of a few weeks to get clear nights, especially from a city with bright lights. Another shooting star with satellites. Now that you can kind of see the difference, there's a bird or a bug coming out of the tree reflecting the firelight. You can see the difference between all these different objects and sort of comprehend that the sky is overly full. And it's not something that many people understand. It's not widely reported. I find myself burdened with the responsibility to show these things to people as I'm creating artwork. I create astrophotography as a passion, and it starts as a personal one and ends at public education. And I'm only obligated to educate as far as to explain the things that I'm seeing here as an eyewitness. What are these objects? How many of them actually are above us at any given time? How many are falling down to Earth? Are the pieces landing on our houses? Every night more of these objects are seen, and every week more of these objects are either launched from Earth or elsewhere. And less questions are answered about them. Why? I leave you to answer that in the comments below as you watch the rest of these objects pass by my camera, and I hope that you subscribe so that way you don't miss out on our next episode, where we'll be sharing another set of nights from the September to the October time frame. And we also hope that you'll feel free to share some of your footage online as well, and share that with any of our pages, communities, or groups. I think together, as a species, we can start to understand a little bit more about the top tier science that we create and that we have yet to discover, and are on the precipice of becoming a star-faring and intergalactic force, not only in physical body, but in comprehension and evolution. Thank you for watching with us, and for all the experiencers out there, you are not alone.